This is my setup for this morning's brekkie with my Outdoor Connection stools. I can't remember their actual name, it's a long name, but basically they're collapsible stools and they are so good. But you can see these are the same stools, and I've got one fully extended and the other one I've got down low. I'm going to sit on this one while I use my stove, and then this one I'm going to butter the muffins there and stuff. So it's like a table and a seat all in one go. I have a third one, and the other day I had this set up on top of the third one, but I just don't feel like bringing out the third one. But they're super handy, really good for a seat, really good for a little table, and yeah, I'll demonstrate them properly for you a little bit later, and we'll have a proper review, hey? Hello, bird. You enjoying my car? Don't poop there. That's a really cute little bird. Birds don't react to that noise, I guess. What you doing, birdie? Ah, you did poop there. That must have been really close to my armrest. Crikey, bird. Oh, look, Alexis. It's right next to you. Where are you, birdie? Hello. Oh. Ah. Got brekkie sorted. Oi, go away, flies. Go away. Muffins with English muffins. Alexis is in the car having hers there. Hair on my mouth. Where's that bird? It was pretty keen. I could not leave my food alone for very long because it was I'm pretty sure it was going to try and run away with one of my English muffins. But yeah, nice casual morning. It's quite late for brekkie. My hair keeps sticking out. But you know, that's our usual style anyway. I just shook a bottle of that I was trying to rinse to get the last of the chocolate out without the lid on, and I've just dripped freaking chocolate stuff all over the car. Oh my goodness, that was clever. Oh hey, at least I found a good reason to dust the front dashboard thingo. Clean now. That chocolate self-saucing pudding we made was really yum. Alexis and I had sort of like one serve and a bit, and we had about half a container left, and it's really not enough room in our fridge, so we went around the campsite and offered it to a few people around the place and managed to get rid of the rest of it. Not get rid of it, but you know, managed to give it to other people to enjoy as well. And I've just cleaned the dishes, and now I'm quite exhausted. We still have to go into town later to get some milk. We'll probably walk, but I think I'm just going to rest for now because I'm really tired. Really tired. And have lots of water too, because it's warm out here, and it's breezy, which seems to make you dehydrated, you know. Oh man, I'm so glad we've got a fridge so we can have cold water at the very least. See those funny cylindrical things? Train came past yesterday with the same things on them. I'm trying to figure out what they are. This thing is a beast. Holy cow, that's massive. Whoa. That's just wicked. Wow, look at it. Look at all the birds along the wire. It's Pretty cool. Whole lot of them. We went for another short walk into town in the evening this time, so it's heaps cooler. Doggo's not dying of thirst this time. She is peeing on all the things though, because that's what she does. There we go. That's it. Pee there too. It's a nice time to be walking. Hey cows. It's a very late dinner in the car this evening. This afternoon was incredibly annoying. I'll tell you about it a little bit later. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm really just eating. But anyway, I will tell you shortly. Okay, story time. Where do I start? I was having a slightly annoying afternoon anyway. And what was the first thing that happened? We had to walk into town to get some milk. And before we did that, of course, I went to lock up the car. And Alexis jumped in the front seat for me to turn the power on. There's like the one power button, right? Being a Prius hybrid thingo. And nothing happened. She said, "Mum, why is it not working?" And I realised that the car battery was flat. Like, completely dead. Nothing was happening. So, we went into town anyway, because we needed milk for brekkie in the morning. And by this point of the afternoon, it was early evening by then, I guess, we really wanted to have a nice treat for ourselves. So we thought, let's go into town, we'll get the milk and we'll choose a yummy drink each. So we did that. And while I was on my way there, I was messaging with Alexis's dad, who is the one who helped me set up all the, a lot of the power stuff that I've got in the car. And he suggested a way that we might be able to get the battery going again. So we got back and I conversed with Alexis's dad, Adam, and he got me sorted. We connected my lithium solar battery. We sort of bypassed the relay thingo, which is what allows the solar battery to charge while we drive. And I sort of unplugged the cable from both ends and then plugged it together. So that meant that the my hair is a mess. So that meant that the lithium solar battery was connected directly to the auxiliary battery. And then I was able to turn the car on and the engine started. Thank goodness. I mean, I do have breakdown service, so they could have helped me, but then I would have had to wait around and I would have had to pull everything out of the back of the car anyway to access where the auxiliary battery is. So the fact that I could do it myself without having to wait around was good. Of course, that meant we had dinner like super late. We didn't eat until, what was it, like 9 o'clock or something, was it? Alexis is nodding. So yeah, it was a bit of a late night, but after a semi-crappy afternoon, that happening was just very, very annoying. And the reason it happened is because there was a really nice breeze all day, and Alexis spent a little bit of time chilling out in the car. And because the breeze was so good, we left the car doors open to let the breeze through, as you do. And it's got little lights on the insides of the doors. I guess it's the sort that, you know, when you open the door, if you're on a road, it sort of shows the lights so that cars going past don't smash into your doors. And I suppose those lights being on for most of the day drained the battery, so that's why it died. We either have to figure out how to disable those lights or switch them off temporarily or permanently. I don't know. Because this is actually the second time it happened. The very first time Alexis and I went camping was in a tent at the at Bald Rock Station. I can link to that video. And yeah, we had the car completely packed and ready to go home, and it was dead as a dodo, and we did have to call breakdown service, and they got us started again. And that time I wasn't having doors open or anything because we were camping in a tent, but I think what it was, I was going sort of near the car fairly often. The proximity sensor in the key / the car was turning the interior lights on every time I walked near the car. And I think I did it enough over the course of the 2 or 3 solid days that we were at that camping trip that the interior lights drained the battery. After that one, I did turn all the interior lights to just permanently off unless we actually switch them on, so that they don't go on when I'm nearby with the key. So anyway, at least we were able to solve this and weren't stuck somewhere where there was no connection or something, and I was able to get help from Alexis's dad. So that was not particularly fun, but at least we were able to solve it, and at least I know how to fix it if it happens again. So all's well that ends well, even if it was incredibly annoying in the meantime. This is our last night tonight. Aside from the annoyances this evening, we did have a pretty good day. We made some yummy self-saucing pudding, and that was delicious. We had it with masala chai ice cream. But yeah, it was really yum, and we sort of walked around the campsite and gave some of it away because we ate half of it, I think, between us. Just under half. But I didn't bring containers to be able to store the rest of it, so we walked around and sort of gave away platefuls to people who wanted it. Oh my goodness, excuse me. So yes, most of the day was good. The evening was annoying. But one more night tonight, and brekkie in the morning, and then we'll probably head off home after that. Can't talk. Alright, I'll talk to you in the morning. Good night. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but this tree, see how it's got this sort of, I don't know, are they seed pods? They're pod things. Sort of like, see where every leaf is? And in here, it's got the pod. And down here as well. Look at it, it's got the pod before the leaf. It's very odd. Is it a seed pod? This is the inside of one of them. Alexis poked it open. So that's... Is that some sort of seed? I don't know. We are off. Well, we're about to be off. Everything's packed. There was hardly anything to pack. Just had to put the solar panels back up into the roof pod. So yeah, we're ready to go. I love camping in our car. No need to pack down a tent, and it's breezy here too. So putting up a tent and packing down a tent would be an absolute pain in the ass. Yeah, it was a really nice stay. I quite enjoyed it. You know, we had a little drama here and there, but thankfully they were sorted fairly easily, or nothing too serious. I think that's about it really. I was just looking at my dry hands. I should have put moisturizer on. Ouch. So yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our trip like we did, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Maybe I'll give you a bit of a view of the way home if it's nice. It's a bit cloudy today, so it's not as pretty as the way in. Anyway, have a good one. Bye. forgot to remove this thing. We've been experimenting with taking this headrest off the front seat so that Alexis doesn't get, she gets a bit less car sick. And also forgot to remove the side window things. Just turned the fan on and got my fingers. I'm lucky it's gentle on fingers. Cracky. Shove that there we go. Okay. Now we're sorted.